I know.
Hey, hey. We'll see who actually joins us tonight. Let's see if I turn this up some. Shakira on the phone.
Yes, I'm here.
Am I saying your name right?
Shakiria.
Okay. All right. So I left off a syllable. I shortened it. Okay. So I don't know if you can see on your phone or if you're on your computer.
Yeah, I'm on my phone and I've never done this before, but I can't see anything.
Okay. Um,
So I
I'll
can
do
just
the
hear you. That's
okay because you don't have to turn your video on, but you should be able to see. Sometimes you have to download an app or something to be able to see it from your phone. But it is recording. Um, so if you need to go back and look over anything. So, anyways, well, welcome, and I'm gonna jump right in and get started because Zoom lets me record only a certain amount of time, and so I want to record this because we have a lot of ladies who are new, and I want to make sure that they see everything. So first of all, welcome. Now, I'm curious, how did you find 31 while I'm going over to this other page on here?
you're talking to me.
Yeah, how did you find it?
Uh,
How did you hear about us?
actually, like it's been many, many years ago. I've continued to just get emails regarding it, and I've kind of just for years just was like, no, I don't think that's what I want because I'm a person that stays to myself. I don't really talk to many people,
Right.
so I just think I'm at a point in my life where I just want to do something different and step outside of my comfort zone a little bit. And I
Okay.
thought that starting with 31 would help me do that.
That's great. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take you to basically for tonight because I have that welcome video that I did, and it kind of walks you through, our website. But I just wanted to kind of touch base with just getting you started. Um, and so on our team page, when you go there on the side, there's a file that says it says files basically. And when you click on the files, um, you have to kind of scroll down a little bit, but I made a file that's called Video Library. And
Okay.
there's just some videos that I've been making, and I'm going to click on it. So if you go back and watch this later, you can see it. But there's just some different welcome parties, how to set up welcome videos, how to set up your parties. What 31 Gives is all about, Facebook, social media, those sort of things. So that's for those of you who haven't had a chance, and for you as well on the phone, Shakira. This is just a really good place to kind of just get some information. These are videos I made, so they're personal to our team. Um, but I don't know, I tried to tag as many people, and I think I sent it to you. Did you get to watch the welcome video, that first video that I did?
I did. Yes.
Okay, and that one's really kind of basic, just website ordering, those sort of things. Um, but wanted to touch base on some of the things that you were asking about, and for some of the other ladies who I'm sure had questions, is parties. And so when you log in to 31 Today, and that's where you put in your ID number and your password, there's lots of great information sitting here for us. And one of them, if you look in the center of your homepage there in 31 Today, there's a Learn section, and there's a whole section on partying. And I know you had asked about the home party. There's, lots of different ideas on what you can do. I actually have some fun ideas for doing a home party, but basically, anytime you can just get women to talk about the product, then that's fun. Um, I have a party script that I can send to you. I'm going to make myself a note to send that to you. Um,
Okay.
but there's a fun one that I have that basically you're asking women to look for something in their purse starting with a certain letter.
Mhm.
And in fact, I might have it on my computer while I'm talking to you. I'll pull it up. But it's a fun one because it kind of gets them, they're digging in their purse. And then when they find something starting with that letter, then you go to the catalog and, you know, talk about like for instance, you say, find something in your purse starting with an S, and then everybody digs through their purses and they find something starting with an S, and then you'll talk about the specials. And that's just a really fun way. Here's one. It's called the fall winter purse game. It's a
Okay.
you know, especially if you have a quiet room or women that are just kind of like, what is this whole 31 thing about? It's a good way to do it. And like, for instance, this one, like tea. So you tell everybody, you know, look in your purses for something starting with a T. So, you know, they're digging through and finally somebody yells something out starting with a T, and you talk to them about thermals. And so that's just kind of a fun way of having fun with the ladies, and then also going through some of our products. Does that make sense?
Yes, that
And
does.
I'll have
Mhm.
to email this one out again, but I've got a whole script that you can do. Pretty simple. I like really short party presentations because I think mostly women love to be together. They want to ask you questions. They want to look at the products and the catalogs, and they want to have some food and something to drink with their friends. And so the more
Mhm.
emphasis you can put on that, the better. I've been to direct sales parties that are like 45 minutes to an hour long presentation, and you're just like, oh my gosh, please stop talking. And those are no,
Right.
so we don't want to do that. So there's that,
Right.
way of having a party. Um, Sometimes I'll just have everybody in a room go and grab a product from the display, and then just
Mhm.
ask them, why did you pick it up? What was your interest in that? And then they talk about how they would use that product. I'll do I'll do like little drawings. I love to go to the dollar bin at Michael's or Target, um,
Mhm.
and grab those little things for party prizes, because ladies don't need huge $10-15 prizes. They don't care if it's a key fob or a nail file. We just like free stuff. And so I'll go and find
Right.
really cute things in the dollar bins, um, and maybe do like a ticket thing, or sometimes I'll have, for this game, I'll have like a little prize put together. And as the women are digging through their purses, finding products starting with that letter, they'll steal the gift back and forth from each other. And at the end of the game, whoever's still holding the gift, I'll let them keep it. So, it's just anything that you can get creative, getting women to interact and have fun. But I'll send this game out so you can see it.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so if you look on 31 Today under Learn and Party, there's some different ideas there. And what I like is, in the past, we had to kind of come up with some ideas for our Facebook parties, but all of that is right here. They have the WOW party that's, for your home, the social party script, and the new social party graphics. So all of that is there for you to look through, to kind of keep it
Okay.
simple. And I just kind of, for my Facebook parties, I kind of go back and forth to, matching people's personality. And my last Facebook party that's going really well, and it's because the hostess is so awesome and she's keeping her friends engaged, because, Facebook likes to fight us. They don't want us to get to see posts, and they have weird algorithms. But if your hostess is engaged and she's talking to her friends and getting them excited, then it goes really well. And for my party, for her, I literally just got on one night and turned on the live video and just started showing product. And we just had a good time doing it that way, because a lot of people are doing the online parties just for the sake of time. So
Okay.
what, for Facebook parties, the script is great here on 31 Today, but you kind of just have to go with whatever the personality of the crowd is. So if you have a really quiet
Okay.
hostess, you're gonna have to do a lot of hostess coaching, and all that's on there for you to read through. Um, but really, honestly, what I have found is so successful is just when the hostess engages. I've got
Oh,
multiple Facebook parties going on right now. And in the parties where the hostess is tagging her friends, sharing ideas, saying, hey, Susie, what do you think about this? Those parties are going great. The parties where the hostess is not showing up, she's not making comments, she's not tagging friends, it is going completely dead. And
okay.
the reason being is, with Facebook algorithms, if there's no interaction, the it actually starts hiding those posts and those events, and so the guests stop seeing anything. And so I've been trying to kind of share that with my hostesses and saying, hey, just letting you know that if you don't interact, you don't talk, then nobody sees any of my posts. And so that's really helped to kind of, because they just don't know. They're like, oh, that's a part of just kind of coaching them, letting them know what's happening. So I know you said you're doing your own Facebook right now, Shakiria. So my advice to you is, every once in a while, message a friend and say, hey, did you see my post? Or tag them in the post. if you see something that's really cute and it makes you think of a certain friend, then say that, say, hey,
Mhm. Okay.
Jamie, I thought of you when I saw this cute bag. And when you make those posts personal, that's when you start seeing a lot more interaction. So the home party that you said is coming up, when is that?
It's on November 11th.
Okay. And how are you inviting your friends?
I'm gonna send out evites for those that are, good with their phones and everything, and then I'm gonna send out for my older crowd, just some actual invitations via mail.
Oh, they'll love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for that, if you can do that, I'll send you that party script. That might be a fun one. Tell them to bring their purses so that they have lots of good stuff in their purses to pull out. I'll send you
Okay.
that script to play with and just see if it's something that feels, like you. Sometimes there's an idea that I'll share, or Facebook, 31 will share. If it doesn't feel like your personality, don't feel like you have to, fit it in if it doesn't work for you. Sometimes it's just not your
Okay.
voice and you're like, this doesn't match me. So if you don't like the ideas, don't feel bad if you're like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. And sometimes I'll take a party idea and I'll just kind of make it fit my personality. I'm
Mhm.
not really super into games that pressure people into hosting for me, so I don't do those sort of things. But some people are really good at that because it matches their personality. So you just kind of have to fit, you know, the ideas that 31 shares and what I might share. Some of the team members have great ideas, and just kind of mold them around who you are, and because your friends know you, and whatever personality you've got with them, you want to stick true to that, and they'll respond. So however, whatever makes things fun for you, I'm sure is going to be fun for them as well.
Okay.
As far as vendor events, did you have a specific question about that?
Yeah, because I'm okay. When you do like a vendor event where you go and you set up, I mean, how do you maneuver? Like, are you specifically doing a vendor event to try to, you know, intrigue people to join, or do you have products there to sell? And how do you go about, we have the order forms and stuff, and it's like, how do you put down people's orders, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and keep, not get too bogged down and, writing an order for somebody and, having customers or, potential buyers walk away because you're spending too much time, doing
Right.
all of that kind of
Yeah, and I only do a couple of vendor events a year because it's just with my schedule, it's hard for me to do them. There's one that I do that's super super busy, and the customers that come through that, I've done it quite a few times. They're coming ready to order, so I do just kind of take the time to fill out that order form with them and get it taken care of. But usually,
stuff.
what I try to do is I have some sort of box or something to do a drawing, and the guest, I will share with you my form. I'm writing myself notes as I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I will share with you the form that I use, and it works really well. So these couple of vendor events that I do every year are like really important to me because that's where I get a lot of my new contacts for the following year.
Mhm.
Our latest hurricane we had last weekend actually pushed this one that I usually do. My biggest one, it was supposed to have been last weekend, so they pushed it to November, and I'm looking forward to it because I have repeat customers. I've been doing the same market for 8 years, and
Wow.
I'll do a giveaway, and I'll use these guest care cards because that's where I'll get like a handful of parties, a couple of new potential recruits, Facebook parties, and a lot of orders. So um, my theory is if you are dealing with a customer who's placing an order, then they're the most important person at that very minute. And
Okay.
as people walk up, I just say, hey, I'm working with my friend here, but I'm doing a drawing. Would you mind filling it in? And then that way, at least you've got their contact. If they do end up walking,
Okay.
if they walk away before you're done, at least they've got, they've done that, and you can, contact them later. Um,
Okay.
but I do, so I put some kind of note up. I'll say, fill in my drawing, and I'll do something, a sort of giveaway. If you don't have anything to give away at the beginning because you're new, you can just go get like a $10 Starbucks card or something and say that's your giveaway.
Mhm.
Like I said, women will, we'll do a drawing for anything free. You say it's free, we're going to put a drawing in. So,
Right.
um, and and vendor events can vary. You can go to some that are really quiet and you'll have like one or two people come up at a time. Those are great because then you can take your time.
Hmm.
And when I'm at those events, my very first question is, hey, have you ever heard of 31? And then it's either going to be, yes, I have a consultant. So then I ask them what their name is. And then it's usually something like, oh, well, I don't really know her name. So they don't really have a consultant. Or no, I've never
Okay.
heard of 31. And then it gives you that opportunity to tell them a little bit about 31. Most people have heard of 31. But believe it or not, there's a lot of women out there who have no idea what 31 gives.
Hmm.
So, I just like to try to start a conversation if they have heard of 31. And I don't want them just to be like, awkwardly standing there. So I'll say something like, so what's your favorite product? Or, I'll just try to ask them some sort of question. And then
Okay.
I just say, have you seen this month's special? And I'll take them right to the special. So I always have a special flyer with me so you can print those off
Hmm.
from the resources part of our 31 today. But I always have a flyer with me, tell them what the special is, and usually that's how I try to hook them into trying to place an order. Um, and yeah, just vendor events. I just say stand by your table, never be caught sitting behind your table because then it makes it seem like you're just kind of bored and not interested. I always stand right in front
Right.
of people at these events as people walk by. How are you doing? Sometimes they just don't want to make eye contact because they don't want to stop. So I just say hi and let them go. But if they do approach the table, my very first question is always, have you ever heard of 31? And then you
Okay.
kind of take the conversation from there. Um, how do you use your product? What's your favorite product? Do you have kids? Trying to find out how 31 can fit into their life. And then I always
Okay.
have at least one or two consultant packets ready because, there's always that lady who's really interested in joining. So I get her
Okay.
information. I make sure I write at the top of, her information card that she really is interested in joining. And then I send that packet with her. I don't give away catalogs or a lot of my materials because most of the time they'll just walk away and throw them away.
Hmm.
So I really, if somebody says, can I get a catalog? I will actually say, if you fill in my drawing right at the top, please send me a catalog and I'll send you one. And then I know they're really serious. Because then,
Right. Okay.
because a lot of times they'll ask for one and then I'll say to do that and they'll be, oh, that's okay. Can I just look online? And then I know they're not really serious. Um,
Right. Okay.
so you can kind of feel them out and see if you really want to invest the money to send them a catalog. Um, and usually at a vendor event, I'll have maybe 4 or 5 people who really, really want to hold a catalog, and I don't mind mailing those
Hmm.
out.
Right. Okay.
Um, did you understand the marketplace, the 31 marketplace? Where,
No, because
okay,
no, I don't think I understood that.
okay. So I'm going to go to that really quickly because that's a little different from the welcome video that I did. The only thing different is when they first came out with the 31 marketplace, um, you used to couldn't change the mailing address, but now you can. Okay, so we have 3 different order types. We have, I'm going to open orders here. We have party orders. Obviously, that's where you're placing an order under a party. We have retail
Hmm.
orders. A retail order is just somebody goes onto your website or you go to the order tab and go to, it's exactly what it's called as retail order. Um, so there, you got your party order, retail order. Those 2 orders are what you make commission from. So the very first 2 orders under the order type, party order and retail order, are the ones that we make the 25% commission.
Okay.
The business supply order, we don't get commission from that. That is where you're just getting, stuff for your business. If you earn any dream rewards, that's where you would spend your credit is under business supply. So
Oh, okay.
that's why we don't get commission on that because that's just business products, those sort of things for your business. So that's no commission. Here
Okay.
where it says 31 home office store, I know you can't see it, but you can look at this recording later. I don't know what that is. I think they've got something up their sleeve. Be the Give.
Okay.
Another order type is called Be the Give. That's just if you want to make a donation to our Gives Foundation, or sometimes I'll have people at my parties say, "Hey, I want to donate some money to Gives Foundation. Can you do a donation for me?" You can do it under the Be the Give one. Again, you don't make commission on that. That is our charity portion. That the Be the Give part goes straight to our Gives Foundation. And
Okay.
then the next one is the 31 Marketplace. So the 31 Marketplace is where you can go as a consultant and place an order for anything in our catalog for 40% off. You can't add these two parties, so there's no hostess rewards, there's no customer specials. But you can go in and just straight off the top get 40% off of anything in the catalog, including monogramming. The purpose for this is, one, if you just want some product and you don't want to pay full price. Two, maybe you have a charity or a business that wants to place a large bulk order and you just want to pass that discount on to them. Or, you know, you have friends and family that you just really want to bless with a discount. We don't earn commission on that, but we get the personal volume toward Dream Rewards, any incentives, whatever it is. So even though we don't get commission off of it, it still counts toward, you know, our sales for the year. And the reason why that's important is because some women only want to stay in 31 for the discount. This allows them to get the discount and not go inactive. So it counts toward their personal volume to keep them active. Or it's also good for ladies who, you know, really like to do more outside of the business portion of it. Like for me, for instance, I do a lot of philanthropy in my city. And so I needed to get 70 gifts for a girls' school here in Tallahassee. So I ordered all 70 of those under the marketplace because I'd prefer to get that 40% off the top. And so that goes in. So like for this month, there's an incentive for all consultants. If you did at least $1,000 in sales, 31 was going to give you the sample. So if I have orders in the marketplace, even though I'm not making commission, that PV goes toward that incentive. So does that make any sense now?
Yes, that does. That explains a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, if you want to pass a discount off to your best friend or to your mom, or you just want to get yourself a new bag, but you don't want to pay full price, then use the 31 marketplace. So, and like every once in a while, just for kicks and giggles, I'll go on to my customer page and say, hey, who wants to sample a new diaper bag? I will let 5 ladies get a special discount if you will be a product sampler for me. And then I'll have ladies go, oh, me. And so I'll send them a private message and I'll say, okay, so go pick out a diaper bag. I will give you 40% off, but you have to call me so I can put the order in. And, you know, they can use their credit card. You can ship it straight to them. But it's just fun to kind of every once in a while I'll throw out that little discount. And it keeps my customers engaged. And then what they do is they tag me on social media and they spread the word and they let everybody see how cool the bag was. And I tell them, you know, they get to tag me on Facebook, you know, as a thank you for their discount. So so basically there really aren't a lot of rules to the 31 marketplace. The only thing is if you buy it under 31 marketplace, then you go and resell it. You just have to kind of watch your taxes because you can't charge people more taxes than you pay. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, that does.
So like if you wanted to buy some things to sell at a vending event, just kind of decide what your price point is going to be, but it has to be this, you can't charge them more tax than you paid. So. Yeah. It gets really sticky and weird if you do that and you could get yourself in trouble. And I don't like to mess with taxes. So.
Yeah, me either.
But as far as retail and party orders, I wanted to make sure you realize that 31 pays all of the credit card fees. So you can take any form of credit card or debit card. And
that's good to know. Okay.
And when you enter those orders in, there's a place to add the payment at the end. You can split payment. So let's say 2 friends are ordering together and one girl wants to pay $28 and one girl wants to pay $50. You can, you know, you can do that because you can change the amount that's going on that card. So, yeah, any debit or credit, if they're using a prepaid debit or credit card, it has to have a billing address attached to it. Because one of the questions when we verify our cards is the billing zip code. So as long as it has a billing zip code, it's fine. So, yeah, but that's really handy because you don't have to worry about paying for any credit card machines or charging credit card fees. 31 covers all of that for us. So,
good.
Okay. I think that was, other than that, those are like the kind of the questions that get kind of missed in my welcome video. Was there anything specific? Because I got about 5 more minutes before my Zoom call. the recording will stop recording. So was there any specific questions I could answer for you?
No, I think that covered, everything that I could think of, just kind of going through, a little bit of what I've gone through to just try to get a better understanding. But I think that kind of covered everything
Okay.
that I had questions about.
Okay. And then, just whenever you can, spend 5 or 6 minutes here and there, just kind of playing around 31today.com, because
Okay.
especially under the Scoop tab, because that Scoop tab is where you find all of the marketing materials and all of the incentives that are going on and announcements and everything. And if you look under the marketing materials, especially for October and November, there's some really cool graphics and videos and, YouTube links and all sorts of cool stuff that you can share anywhere. So
Okay.
all that's there for you.
Okay. And I think my only thing is because I'm totally new to Facebook. I think that's part of my problem is trying to get used to that. And, it's like a lot right now. But, I got my sister-in-law who's helping me with my Facebook. So I'm kind of getting better at that and kind of knowing where I can post stuff and not post stuff, because I don't want to get in trouble with all of that. So
I will tell you before I forget, because it's just popped into my head. One of the things that happens to a lot of our new consultants is they will get this random weird email from someone claiming to be deaf or blind or something, and that they want to place some huge order. And would you take a money order? Just delete those emails.
Okay.
It's a phishing, whatever you call, like a scalping type email, and they are constantly looking for new consultants under 31. Well, really any new consultants with any direct sales business, and it's basically a scam out of a different country. And the minute you respond to it, they start hooking you in, and it's really bad. They end up basically getting you to place the order. They send you a money check for, like, instead of $580, it's $5,800. And they'll say, oh, don't worry, just cash it and refund the difference. And then the people cash it, and then the check bounces, and it's a hot mess. So
oh my goodness.
It has actually gotten quite a few consultants. So just ignore any emails that seem too good to be true. Usually are.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And I still, as long as I've been with 31, I usually get 1 or 2 a year. And I just delete them.
Okay.
I'm like, no, you're not going to buy $580 worth of stuff with a cashier's check.
Right.
It's not happening.
Okay.
So just watch out for those sort of scams. But like I said, you may not get it. Every once in a while, somebody gets them. Well, if you think of more questions, let me know. And, like I said, in my customer page, any pictures or ideas you want to use, just take them, use them, save the pictures. I use a website called canva.com. And I'm going to go to it while I'm screen sharing this. It's a free picture graphic thing. And sometimes I'll take pictures that I've found and I'll kind of make them my own. And the reason why I do that, like, I'll just add a little extra watermark or a picture or some other thing to make it different, is because social media follows like algorithms. And when they start seeing a photo that's been shared over and over and over, it gets marked as spam. And so, most of the photos that 31 gives to us directly are pretty fresh and new, so they're fine. But if I find a photo that I can tell has been shared a lot, I might alter it or make it a little of my own, make something. Really, the pictures that share the best are the ones you take of your very own products. Because then Facebook sees it as a brand new, never been used before photo, and it gets a lot more views. Welcome to the weird world of Facebook. It's just odd. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm excited for you, and like I said, if you think of any more questions, please don't hesitate. And like I said, just keep engaging with your friends on your Facebook page, and just find what works for you and don't do what doesn't work for you, basically, because everything's so different for everybody's personality.
Right. Okay. I will definitely do that.
You just let me know how I can help.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.